I'm a PhD candidate at the School of Education. I am from Mexico.
I identify as Filipino Chinese.
I am in environmental engineering. I was already trying to figure out how to get more into data science. I had taken some workshops with the D-Lab, and from just the way the workshops were run and so on, it just seemed like a really supportive space, and I really needed that.
Hi, I'm Claudia Fawn-Bacano, and I'm the Executive Director of the Social Sciences D-Lab. So the D-Lab was fortunate enough to partner with Graduate Division, and so we jointly spearheaded the Data Science for Social Justice program.
I thought the workshop was a really cool mixture of getting exposure to like some technical skills, but also really interesting subject matter.
So I think being introduced to Python, but specifically natural language processing from this lens of social justice was the skill. But it's how you're introduced to the skill that I think holds just as much meaning as the skill itself.
It's really important to have a diverse teaching staff for a program like Data Science for Social Justice, because the students need to see themselves. They need to have a mentor, they need to have a role model, and they need to be able to envision themselves down this career path.
My name is Renata Barreto. I was an instructor, and I was also part of the team building out the curriculum.
My name is Pratik Sachdeva. I worked with our other instructors to design the actual components of the workshop.
Accessibility is very important in education, period, but particularly perhaps important in data science.
To me, it comes down to the distribution of talent. You're sort of sorted early on in your education into whether you're going to be in the humanities or in STEM.
I had to take a test to get into my high school, and I had a teacher who was like, I asked the question, they were like, oh, you're in the science and tech program, you should know this.
I would actually consider myself to be like less technical than I might come off as. It's just not as intuitive to me.
Social media data has become a very popular source of data for researchers, particularly at the graduate level.
I actually had no idea that we would be looking into Reddit specifically. It just really stimulated my thinking on the impact of social media.
Seeing someone applying it in a real life project and providing examples encouraged me as well to think that, okay, this is something that could go beyond the course.
People like Pratik and others allowed me to feel comfortable pursuing what is to become the theoretical third chapter of my dissertation.
If you are coming into a new field, the biggest challenges are knowing what questions to ask. So a lot of my one-on-one mentorship with students in this course was just reframing, what do you want to get out of this so that you get something meaningful out of this? You get some analysis out of this that you did.
The Data Science for Social Justice program is one way to really speak to people, like-minded people who really believe in social justice and who want to use the tools of data science to fight that fight.